Welcome back, travelers. Tonight's file begins with a question. What would you do if someone answered your question before you asked it? Not guessed it, not predicted it, answered it, word for word. Several years ago, a late-night radio station received a phone call at exactly 3 a.m. According to station records, the caller never spoke, not once. Yet the host somehow answered every question he intended to ask. Investigators later reviewed the recording. What they found remains unexplained, because on the tape, the caller's microphone never activated. Tonight's file begins in West Virginia, November 2018. 3 o'clock in the morning. The rain taps softly against the studio windows. Outside, the city slept. Inside, only one person remained awake. His name was Ryan Walker, 34 years old, night radio host, coffee addict, and the voice behind a small overnight talk show called Midnight Lines. Ryan had hosted the program for nearly 6 years. Most nights were predictable. Lost travelers, truck drivers, night shift workers, insomniacs, people searching for someone to talk to. At 3 in the morning, the world felt different, quieter, lonelier, more honest. The red on-air sign glowed above the studio door. Ryan adjusted his microphone. The clock on the wall changed. 3 a.m. exactly. At that same moment, the phone line lit up. Incoming call, line 13. Ryan frowned. The station only had 12 active phone lines. There was no line 13. Yet the light continued flashing, slowly, patiently, waiting. Ryan stared for several seconds, then pressed the button. "You're live on Midnight Lines." Silence. No voice. No breathing. Nothing. Ryan smiled. Probably a prank caller. It happened all the time. "You there?" Still nothing. The line remained completely silent. Then something strange happened. Ryan suddenly felt an overwhelming urge to speak. A sentence appeared in his mind, random, uninvited, almost as though someone had whispered it directly into his ear. Without thinking, he said it aloud. "No." Ryan blinked, confused. Why had he said that? The silent caller remained connected. Then another sentence entered his thoughts, stronger this time. Ryan swallowed and spoke again. "No, she wasn't alone that night." The studio felt colder, much colder. Ryan looked toward the phone display. The call was still active, still silent. Then, for the first time, a sound emerged from the line. Not a voice. Static. Soft. Familiar. Crackling gently through the headphones. Ryan's stomach tightened. Because somewhere, deep inside his memory, he had heard that static before. And it had a name. Radio Station 13. The static continued. Soft, steady, almost soothing. Ryan sat alone inside the studio. The silent caller remained connected. The timer on the phone system slowly increased. 00:01:12. 00:01:13. 00:01:14. Yet no voice came through, no breathing, No movement. Nothing. Only static. Ryan adjusted his headphones. A strange feeling settled over him. The sensation that someone was listening very carefully. Not just to his words, to his thoughts. "Okay," Ryan said nervously. "If you're there, say something." Silence. Then another thought appeared, suddenly, without warning. The words didn't feel like his own. They felt placed there, inserted into his mind. Ryan's stomach tightened, and before he could stop himself, he spoke. "Yes." The word escaped his mouth automatically. He immediately frowned. What was he saying yes to? Nobody had asked a question. The caller remained silent. The studio lights flickered once, then steadied. Ryan rubbed his eyes. Maybe he was tired. Maybe he needed more coffee. Then another answer appeared inside his head. Clearer this time. Much clearer. "No." Ryan froze. The word left his mouth before he could stop it. His pulse quickened. Something was very wrong. Very wrong. The producer's office sat empty beyond the glass. The rest of the station was deserted. Everyone else had gone home hours ago. Ryan was completely alone. At least, he thought he was. The static suddenly changed. A faint sound emerged beneath it. A whisper. Very distant, almost impossible to hear. Ryan leaned closer. The whisper grew clearer. Not enough to understand, just enough to recognize. It sounded like many voices speaking at once. Hundreds, maybe thousands, all talking together, all saying different things. And somewhere inside that impossible noise, one phrase repeated itself. Again, and again, and again. Line 13. A cold sensation moved through Ryan. He quickly checked the phone system. There it was. Line 13. Still active. Still impossible. The station had only 12 lines. Always had. Yet the display clearly showed caller connected. Line 13. Ryan swallowed, then looked at the clock. 3 a.m. Exactly. The clock hadn't moved. Not even a minute. The second hand remained frozen. The digital display remained frozen. Everything displayed the same time. 3 a.m. His pulse quickened. The air felt colder now. Much colder. Then the caller finally spoke. Just 3 words. Soft. Weak. Distant. "Can you hear me?" Ryan nearly jumped. "Yes." The line fell silent again. Then another voice answered. Not the caller. A different voice. A familiar voice. A voice Ryan hoped he would never hear again. "Good morning, travelers." The studio lights dimmed. Ryan's blood ran cold. He knew that voice. Everyone connected to the files eventually did. Radio Station 13. The static intensified. The mysterious voice continued. Tonight's broadcast concerns communication. The things we say, and the things we never say. The microphone crackled softly. Ryan stared at the phone system. The caller remained connected, but now another light had appeared. Recording active. The station wasn't recording tonight's show. At least, it shouldn't have been. Yet somehow, something was recording. The silent caller returned, this time sounding frightened. Very frightened. "Please help me." Ryan immediately leaned forward. "Who are you?" The answer came after several seconds. My name is Michael. I'm driving, and I think I'm lost. Ryan felt a chill. The words sounded familiar, almost exactly like dozens of old radio station 13 reports. Travelers, drivers, lost roads, impossible places. The station host spoke again. "You are not lost." Michael immediately replied. "Then where am I?" The voice answered calmly. "You are exactly where the road intended." Ryan's heart pounded. The conversation felt rehearsed somehow, like a play, like something that had happened before, many times. Michael sounded desperate. "I can't find the highway." The host responded. "The highway cannot find you either." Then Michael whispered something that made Ryan sit upright. "I saw the motel." The studio fell silent. Even the static seemed to stop. The host spoke softly. "Did you check in?" Several seconds passed, then came the answer. "Yes." Ryan's stomach tightened, because he already knew which motel Michael meant. Pine Motel. The station host sounded pleased, almost relieved. "Then your journey may continue." The line crackled violently. Michael's breathing became heavier. "There's someone knocking on my door." Ryan felt goosebumps rise across his arms. The host asked one final question. "What room are you in?" The answer came immediately. "Room 8. Every light inside the studio flickered at once. The temperature dropped sharply, and for a brief moment, Ryan thought he saw someone standing beyond the studio glass, watching him. A dark figure, motionless, listening. Then the lights stabilized, and the figure disappeared. The phone line suddenly went dead. Michael was gone. The call disconnected. The timer vanished. Line 13 went dark. The studio became silent. Ryan exhaled slowly. It's over. But deep down, he already knew it wasn't, because the phone system chimed again. A new incoming call. Line 13. And this time, the caller ID displayed a name. One name. A name Ryan had never seen before, yet somehow recognized immediately. Daniel Mercer. Ryan stared in disbelief. The truck driver from the old files. The man who should not have been calling. The man who disappeared years ago. The phone continued ringing, patiently, waiting. And somewhere inside the static, a familiar voice whispered, "Answer it." The phone continued ringing, slowly, patiently, waiting. The caller ID still displayed only one name, Ryan Walker. Ryan stared at the screen, his own name, his own phone call, his own voice waiting on the other side. Every instinct told him not to answer. Future Ryan had warned him. Daniel Mercer had warned him. Even his own fear warned him. Yet curiosity remained stronger. It always was. The same curiosity that led travelers to forgotten roads. The same curiosity that led Emma Carter to Pine Motel. The same curiosity that brought Ethan Cole to radio station 13. Eventually, Ryan pressed the button. The ringing stopped. Silence filled the studio. For several seconds, nothing happened. Then he heard breathing. His own breathing. Exactly his own. The same rhythm, the same pauses, the same nervousness. Ryan's hands trembled. "Hello?" The caller immediately answered.
Hello? Ryan froze. It was his voice. Perfectly identical. The same tone, the same accent, the same person. The caller spoke first. You already know who I am. Ryan swallowed. No? The voice laughed softly, a sad laugh. I remember saying that. A chill ran through him. The caller continued. I'm not calling from tomorrow. I'm calling from after. Ryan frowned. After what? Several seconds passed, then came the answer. After the broadcast. The studio lights dimmed, the static returned, softly at first, then louder. Ryan could barely breathe. What is the broadcast? The caller remained silent, then finally replied. The broadcast isn't a radio show. It's a door. The words hung heavily in the room. Ryan felt cold, very cold. The caller continued. Every story you've heard, every traveler, every motel guest, every impossible road, they were all standing near the same door. The microphone crackled violently. Static flooded the studio, and suddenly, images flashed through Ryan's mind. Daniel Mercer, Emma Carter, Ethan Cole, Pine Motel, the hidden highway, the radio tower, the endless rain, room 13. All connected, all pieces of something larger, something ancient, something listening.
Do you know why it's called Radio Station 13? Ryan shook his head. The voice answered, because 12 stations broadcast to the world. The 13th broadcasts from outside it. The studio fell silent. Ryan felt his stomach tighten. The answer sounded impossible, yet somehow he knew it was true. Then the caller said something that changed everything. The listener isn't a monster. Ryan froze. All the files, all the stories, all the warnings, every traveler feared the listener. And now, this voice was telling him something different. What is it then? The caller answered immediately. The listener is us. Silence. Complete silence. Ryan stared at the microphone. The static faded. The voice continued. Every person who hears the broadcast leaves something behind. A memory, a regret, a fear, a story. The listener is made of all of them. Ryan felt goosebumps rise along his arms. Every lost traveler, every missing caller, every forgotten guest, connected, listening, forever. The clock suddenly moved. For the first time all night, 3 a.m., 3:01 a.m. Ryan stared. The clock had finally changed. Time was moving again. The caller noticed. So it's happening. Ryan's pulse quickened. What is? The answer came softly. The ending. The studio walls began shaking. The lights flickered wildly. The phone system activated by itself. One line, then another, then another. Soon, every phone line in the station was ringing. Line 1, line 2, line 3, all the way to line 13. Every phone ringing simultaneously. Hundreds of missed calls appeared on the screen. Thousands. Names flashed rapidly. Daniel Mercer, Emma Carter, Ethan Cole, Michael Reed. Unknown, 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 unknown. The entire station seemed alive. The caller spoke one final time. You asked a question the night this started. Ryan frowned. "What question?" The voice laughed softly, then answered. "The same question everyone asks. Is anyone listening?" The room suddenly became silent. Every phone stopped ringing. Every light stopped flickering. Every sound vanished. The caller whispered his final words. "Now you know." The line disconnected. Sunlight touched Ryan's face. Morning. The rain was gone. The studio was quiet. Normal. Completely normal. No static, no impossible calls, no line 13. Everything looked ordinary. For several moments, Ryan simply sat there, trying to understand what had happened. Then he noticed something resting beside the microphone. A cassette tape, freshly labeled, black ink, neat handwriting. The label read, "Final File, the last broadcast." Ryan's blood ran cold because beneath the title was another line, one simple sentence. "If you are hearing this, the broadcast has already begun." Good night, travelers, and remember, the most dangerous question isn't whether someone is listening, it's who answers. This has been another entry from the radio station 13 files. Good night, travelers, and remember, if a voice answers before you speak, make sure it was waiting for your question. But before you go, another file has already arrived. The next broadcast is titled, The Last Broadcast. A radio station scheduled for demolition begins transmitting at exactly 3 a.m. The problem is, the station was destroyed 20 years earlier. Until next time, sleep well, travelers.